Hi YouTube, welcome back to Wtf Rc Cars. So we've got an update pushed out for the NB4 Pro Plus. So bring you in, give you a close-up look, take you through change log and see what we've got for this one. Right, so first thing we're going to need to do is find out what version of transmitter your NB4 Pro Plus is. So for that we're going to go on little gear icon, we're going to go into system menu, scroll all the way down to the bottom. And then you'll see on this one, it's the NB4 Pro Plus EU version. So it's the EU version of the firmware that we're actually looking for. So next, we're going to open a web browser and go to flysky-cn.com. So it'll load up on Flysky's homepage. Then you want to go to products, scroll down and click on Surface. Then find the NB4 Pro Plus, then click on downloads and upgrades. Then if we scroll down, you can see we've got the FCC and the standard version. Now I've been through this a million times, but every time I do a video somebody asks what's the difference, so here we go again. Standard is standard transmission power and longer battery life. FCC is higher transmission power and shorter battery life. And that's as complicated as it gets between them. All you need to do now is make sure you download the right one for your radio. So if you've got an EU radio, download the EU update. If you've got an EN, download the EN version. And that's same FCC or standard. And then you want to scroll to the bottom, download and install Flysky Assistant. So you just download it, click on it, install it, and then open it. We've got the release notes for the actual firmware, so if we have a quick look at them, it basically just says, so it's fixed an issue where the servo view interface, so when it was showing the servos twitching and they weren't actually twitching, it was just the way it was displaying it on radio, and also fixed a bug where the correct upgrade version wasn't detected, so that's corrected in this update. So, once we've picked what firmware we want, on this one I'm going to use the standard v1.0.7-2 EU. So we'll click on that. Then we need to tell it where to put it. And for me, I create all the little folders on the desktop. So NB4 Pro Plus, we can go in there and we can tell it to save. So it'll save as firmware. Then we can close this. Then you want to double click on your Flysky Assistant icon and it'll open Flysky Assistant, and we just want to plug as transmitter in. You'll see the screen flash on transmitter and then it'll show up in Assistant as device online. So we can go into it, we can click on export, we can load as model memories. On this one, if you select all, it'll highlight everything, and I find this way is quicker to just deselect the ones that have got nothing on them. You can click next to go to the next screen and you can deselect the ones that haven't actually got any settings on, because it just makes this next part a bit quicker. And then we click export. Again, it's going to ask you where you want to save it, so we'll go into our NB4 Pro Plus folder and we'll tell it to save in there. You can rename it or put a date on it, but that'll then start downloading for us. And this is just going to copy off all your model memories. It's really handy to have these backed up in case you ever do completely destroy your transmitter and you have to buy a new one, or if you fill all 25 of your model memories up because you've got a whole load of cars and you want to buy another transmitter. It's really handy to have these backed up so you can swap between them. You don't have to copy all the lot back in one go. You can copy them back one at a time, and you can copy individual ones. It does give you an option of how you want to copy these back to the transmitter, just same as when you're backing them up. You can copy off whichever you like. And if we check in the NB4 Pro Plus folder, we can see that it's now downloading the actual software, all as memories, and we've got the updater in there. And I like to not skip this because I know some people get a bit sort of impatient with it and they'll unplug the transmitter because they think it's stuck. I just like to see this go through so you know how slow the percentage goes up and everything. Now you can also use Assistant to update the firmware. I'm not going to do that because it takes about 8 times longer than using the standalone update software. That's why I download the update software separate. Hopefully they'll get this fixed in some future version of Assistant, but for the time being I wouldn't use Assistant for doing the actual update at radio. Just use it for backing up the actual model memories and restoring them. I have done videos showing how long it takes, and it's like 15-20 minutes with Assistant. And if you're not using Assistant and you're using the standalone updater, which you'll see shortly, it's extremely quick. So now we need to close Assistant. We need to go into us NB4 Pro Plus folder. We've got us new update. Before we open that, you're going to go on your transmitter. You're going to click on your system menu. You're going to go all the way down and you're going to see firmware update. Click that. You will get some writing asking you if you do want to update it and that it might reset your models. Press yes to that. You'll see the screen go off. It'll come back on telling you not to operate the transmitter. And I'll do my best to get this to show, but it's a bright white background and extremely small text. So it's going to be a bit difficult to get this on camera and get it to record properly. I've had multiple attempts, which is why this is already on version 107. But down here, it tells you your software version. It tells you in the middle that it's ready for updating. So all you have to do is press update. You'll get the status changes to update process, or progress, sorry. You'll get on this side, you get the percentage, which is currently on 7. Now it's jumped to 41 and it says erasing flash. Now it's programming flash memory and it's gone to 42%. 43. It really doesn't take long to do the actual update on this. Now we're at 44%. It does tend to jump quite a lot. Now we're at 45. 46. 47. 89, 90, 91. So it's just verifying the flash, then it'll reboot the transmitter.
Welcome to Noble Pro Plus.
Now it's rebooted, it says ready for update. If you do click update and you forget to put your radio in update mode, it'll just say failed. So you won't break anything. Likewise, if you download the EN firmware updater and you've got an EU radio, it'll either just not see it in here at all, or it'll just refuse to update. So once we've done that, luckily on this update it doesn't reset your model memories. So I'll just get Assistant back open. But as you can see, all my model memories are still there. So if you're going from 106 to 107 firmware, it won't reset your memories. The one thing I would do is go into System menu, scroll down to Calibration, and then calibrate both your throttle and your steering.
Calibration successful.
And you'll get the calibration successful when you're back out of it. If you're updating from an older firmware, it may reset your model memories, which is why I take you through backing up your memories first. And it's very easy to put them back on. The only thing you have to remember is when you put them back on, your individual models will not be bound to their memories. So first time you take each one of your cars out, you'll have to bind them back to the correct channel. It's pretty easy to do, and once you've if you've got a few RCs on there, you'll know exactly how to bind them up. And then once Assistant opens, I'll show you the process of what you would do to restore your model memories. I do know Flysky are working on a new version of Assistant. Hopefully it's a damn sight faster than this one. I'm currently running the test version, which is why you'll notice mine's really smooth when it's doing the circle, and when I'm clicking on things there's no delay. So they have made progress and made it better, but it's still slow. So to restore them, we'd go back into our NB4 Pro Plus folder. We'd click on the ones that we've done. It lists them all to show you. You click import. Then you select all. You click add. On this side, they're all the models that are actually on the memory itself. These are all the ones you're importing. And if you want to change them about, this is the time to do it. So if you highlight one and then you press up or down, you can see it's moved across and it's telling you which one it's going to replace. Once you've got them all in the order you want, you literally just press OK and you'll get the same screen as when we're backing them up. It'll just count up percentage and then the radio will beep, the screen will change back to normal and all your model memories are back on. But I'm not going to restore them because it's already got them on. So that's pretty much it. One updated transmitter. And if we go to the servo screen on the display screen, they're a lot more solid now. They're not twitching around. So we're not getting that deviation that were in firmware on the last update. It's just a proper readout now. We're not getting any jitter from steering or anything. So it's definitely a worthwhile update to do. But let's wrap this one up. So there you have it, the 1.0.7-2, believe it were, update for the NB4 Pro Plus. Basically, it makes the firmware version detected properly and it stops the jitter on the display on the readout of your servo positions. So definitely an update worth doing, especially with the firmware detection error. Stop you running into problems in future with it. So it's a worthwhile update for putting on, and if it makes your readouts proper, it's got to be a good thing. But nice to see Flysky on ball. I know I've only seen a few people complain about the jitter and jumping on the channel readouts, but at least Flysky are listening to you guys and bringing new firmware out pretty quick. So thanks a lot for watching Wtf Rc Cars. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, share to friends and family, and catch you guys again in the next one.